Okay. My chair is like glued to the floor. And we are live. What is up, everybody? How is everyone doing here? Actually, let me turn the screen off here for a sec. I got to show you guys something cool. This isn't for a video. This was made for me specifically. You guys know Tom's art. He's made Heisei Godzilla versus Monster vs. Godzilla and Kamazots versus Monster X. His work is unmatched. He is, in my eyes, the best Godzilla artist there is. Sorry, my team. But I think that's my team would agree anyway. Okay, hold on. Let me get it as my background. So excited. Dude. Oh, dude, that's awesome. That is so awesome. Me when alien protects humans. Yeah. Yeah. Anyways, the big four. Can we not count? But yeah, dude, love this piece. 3 of some of my favorite characters of all time. So yeah, this is more of a Godzilla related stream. Just chatting about Godzilla. We usually do Jurassic Blocky, but you know, the Godzilla community is pretty active from the Death Battle video. So just chatting about Godzilla. If you guys have any questions about YouTube, about the Godzilla community, about, you know, just Godzilla trivia questions that you have for me, or just like general questions like, I don't know, how tall is this Godzilla? Blah, blah, blah. So hopefully just won't be full of versus requests. How would I do Godzilla versus Hulk? Well, if it's truly composite, right? Not the whole. Even if we include their rules of, you know, no crossover stuff, I still lean towards Godzilla, just the abilities. And not to say Hulk isn't strong, but unironically, the 2 Godzillas you need to beat Hulk is Hanna-Barbera and Snow Godzilla. That's it. Destroys radiation, send him off to another universe. GG's. Watched Dinomania? I have not. I'm not quite sure who that is. What do you think is the most realistic Godzilla? If we're going in terms of realistically looking, I don't know, probably just -1 and maybe Zilla. But in terms of realistic as in how the world would react, I think -1 and Shin go the best way about how we would react as like a species to Godzilla. Made small period. Yep. Made by Tom's Art on Instagram. You can see his little handle there in the bottom. But we got my 3 goats, bro. Spectre Man, Blaze Arch, Superman. You know, there are fans for each of these, but there's very few people that like all 3 of these at the same time. So for any other people that, you know, are also big nerds of all of these right here, I know everybody's geeking out over that. What's up, Dream? Welcome in. Anybody hopping in? We're just literally just chatting about Godzilla, about YouTube, about Godzilla in general. So if you guys have any YouTube questions or Godzilla questions, please don't be versus questions. But yeah, hop on in. Let me put this in the server. Hold up. Is Super Mechagodzilla stronger than Space Godzilla? I don't want to answer versus stuff. Least favorite kaiju? I don't have a least favorite kaiju. I think every kaiju is interesting and unique. You know, somebody sat down and designed it, even if it was just for a minute or two. somebody is, I like this. I'm gonna make this into a costume or a CG model. Except Batra and Mago. Not playing, but yeah. What kaijus I think is the coolest? Monster X, Gemstone Megalon, Camazotz, and the newly released Omega Gearus. Oh my gosh, Omega Gearus is insane. Let me pull it up. If you guys haven't seen this absolute unit, this is Omega Gearus. Just Mega Gearus, but Omega Gearus. Favorite Godzilla bug kaiju? Bro, you know I'm gonna say. Come on now, Megalon, my goat. Megalon, the goat, bro. Kamakaris? No. Favorite Ultraman? Ooh, it's either Ultraman Blazer or Ultraman Z. Probably, I don't know. I haven't watched all of Z yet. I think Z is more interesting as a character, but I just love Blazer as a character as well. He's so silly. So it's either one of those two, Z or Blazer. Thoughts Catch number 8. It's a good show. It's a good manga. Season 2 feels a little rushed. I haven't watched the most recent episode, but I don't know. Spoilers for season 2, 3, 2, 1. I know Kikudu's dad dies, but like, there's no way it was that early, right? I mean, I haven't read the Kaiju number 8 manga in a minute, but I feel like it was a lot later when Kikudu's dad dies. Like, he just dies, like, in the second episode. It's like, oh, yeah, he's dead. It's over. GG's. It was a bit weird. Kaiju number 8 season 2 is peak for me. That's good. That's good. Kaiju tournament. Oh yeah, the Kaiju tournaments. Yeah, we do those. We do those once every couple months. Yeah. Me and Slick. Yeah, me and Slick were chatting quite a bit yesterday, just goofing off. I'm not gonna reveal anything because it has to do with the. It's been announced now. It's such a stupid. It's such a stupid debate. But the Saja the Saja Boys versus the Upper Moons. We have a very special guest, one of the best Demon Slayer power scalers, and yes, I said power scaler. This video I will be power scaling. I think Godzilla power scaling is horrendous, but power scaling as a whole, as long as you're not like a toxic bum, I think power scaling is a fine way to go about it, as long as you're not being insanely biased and being a Godzilla power scaler. But yeah. So stupid. Saja Boys versus Upper Moons. Who do you guys think? So back if it's okay. Yes, on-screen stuff is most important. Then, if there's statements that's backed up with a whole bunch of context in the film, or like it like makes sense that it would happen, I think that's fine. So, Upper Moons, Saja Boys, Upper Moons, Stomp, Saja Boys, because I like them more. Yo, guys, you gotta start doing videos, bro. This guy wins. Why? I like him more. And then just flip him off. Day's going good, Lizard Boy. Day is going good. How about yourself? You Google's AI and it said Hulk wins. So you've lost. If you need Google AI to back you up, GG's. Um. Oh, Genarumi. Hold on. Let me make sure I know who that is. That name is very familiar. Versus Rumi, as in K-pop Demon Hunters. Let's see. That name's really familiar. Oh, yeah. Future Sight guy. Huh. That's weird. I don't think his Future Sight can be used on people, can it? I think it's only kaiju that he can see the future of. If that's the case, that's tough. I think I'd lean towards Gen. Yeah, I feel like he's skilled enough to likely win that confrontation. Yeah. Oh my gosh, dude, his original design at the end of season 1 was so cooked. He was so chopped. Yo, bless up to whoever redesigned him, bro. Bless up. Zay with the $2. Is Godzilla a Jehovah Witness? You know, if that's your headcanon, dude, I'm not gonna stop you. You do you. Yeah, dude, he was chopped. And then super upgrade, bro. Yeah, I don't know who was like, yeah, no, that looks like him. No, have you read the manga? No. So, you need to make a fan film. Bro doesn't watch the channel whatsoever. This is bro's first time ever popping into anything Goju Guy related. He has not watched a single What If. Let's see. Favorite kaiju film? Gamera Guardian of the Universe. Gamera Guardian of the Universe is so peak. Best kaiju film. Um. What if Indom didn't kill her sibling? There'd be 2 of them. There'd be 2. Popeye's biscuit versus 98. I think 98 has enough moisture built into his body. I think he could withstand the dryness of a Popeye's biscuit. Could Gabbro work in the Monsterverse? Maybe it's like a Skull Island kaiju, giant toad. Sure, I don't see why not. Hammer Bear Godzilla to me. I'm just curious because you claimed he'd be one of the main reasons. Yeah. Okay, well, firstly, he just has whack abilities. I mean, he could legit just shrink down to the size of atoms and then just, grow large again inside of Hulk and then just blow him up. But besides that, his laser eyes destroy radiation. Like, they just get rid of radiation as a whole. Like, just doesn't matter what it is. If it's radiation, his laser eyes, get rid of it. Gone. So yeah, literally, I mean, if he just hits Hulk with that, no more gamma radiation. Just Bruce. And also, I believe that's, the whole gamma thing, which is given from the One Below All. If he detaches that from him, then if he kills Bruce, I don't think he'd be going back because there's no. It's like, like your controller losing, connection. It's just. I mean, unless Toba's watching actively and there's like, oh, come back, which is, I mean, already more cheating than it already was. But. Death Battle didn't factor that. Yeah, I have nothing against Death Battle. I know like a lot of Hulk fans came in the other day and like, you're just coping. I'm like, I don't really care. I'm not gonna make like a debunk video. I don't really care that much. That was my first ever Death Battle video. I haven't really. I just don't care. But it's like, yeah, there were some things they just kind of glossed over. I don't know what the headcanon is. The reasoning that the archetype thing will work is because they're like, oh, well, the end of Godzilla Ultima, right? Or Singular Point, the very ending of it refers and references every other film. It's like, I don't think that's them trying to claim. At no point did they try and claim that means, oh, yep, it's connected. It's like, no, it's just making references for the superfans. And that was their whole reasoning on why, if they got rid of the archetype, it would get rid of Godzilla. The video is more just comp Hulk, with Bruce Banner, a trillion lives, and Toba and his green door to bring back to life over and over again, versus Godzilla Ultima. That was essentially the fight. So, it was kind of weird. But I don't want to just talk about
Well, I don't think they were right. Here's who I think would win.
I don't want to talk about that. So, single thing. Yeah, unless you are a theoretical physicist, you're not understanding anything from Singular Point. I'm just there for the kaiju. Salunga. Salunga's goated. Salunga, top 10 kaiju of all time. I love Salunga. Salunga is so awesome. I love that guy. One final thing on the topic of the death battle. This great image. Lend me 1 trillion lives, Toba. This is Hanna-Barbera Godzilla. It's raps, GG's. Salunga's good, dude. Salunga is awesome, bro. Hey, I don't know where. I have no idea how to say the name. I apologize. But thank you for the I'm not sure what currency that is, but 20,000. That's around for anybody. It's like, oh, $20,000. It's like $2 USD. Calm down. Who wins? GIH or Marvel? Marvel. John? Oh, I didn't even read the thing. John, thank you. Yeah, Marvel. I'm going Team Marvel. I will answer versus stuff if it's in donos because then I'm obligated to. Singular Point Manda is goated, dude. Awesome design of Singular Point Manda. Dude, I'm just looking at Dino. My day's going good, man. How about you? I'm just looking at chat, bro. Shokumanga versus this. Evolved or that. Guys, I don't want to answer versus stuff, bro. It has to be normal Godzilla questions, bro. Bazanga? You mean Bazanga from Blazar? Goated. Bazanga is goated, dude. Bazanga is a goated kaiju. The Spike with the 5 can make a video debunking. I might make a short. I might make a short just saying like it's weird the reasoning they did, but I don't do debunks. I don't really care that much. It's like if they think that's who they wins, if they think that's who they wins. Wow, good English. If that's who they think wins, sure. And it is who wins based off of the logic they set up there. That all Godzillas are Ultima, so the archetype weakness can be used on him. Also, giving Hulk 1 trillion lives, giving him the One Below Wall and the Green Door, and giving him Bruce all at once. Yeah, so when you're giving Hulk every single thing you can possibly have, I mean, at that point, just like give him a kiss on the lips too, while you're at it. Like why don't you? Yeah, with the logic they set forth, yeah, sure, but their reasoning was kind of weird with the Ultima stuff. It's just like, oh well, it's referenced. The other films are referenced in the outro. It's like, so that must be canon. It's like, no, there are plenty of Godzillas that are stronger than Ultima. Favorite Trench Scuddler color? I think there's literally only one image of the Trench Scuddler to my knowledge. Here, let me look something up. Here, I'll make a promise right now. Hold on. Flight from Richmond to Cali. Let's just look up Cali in general. If we get $600 donated to the stream, I will fly to Cali and go to that escape room and get all the Trench Scuddler info I can get. I shouldn't say that. Flames might be here watching and lurking. Out of the big 3 kaiju guys, who's the best? Godzilla, Gamera, Ultraman. Ooh, that's tough, bro. Okay, number 3. I'm sorry. Gamera got to go number 3. Gamera has to go number 3. I'm basing this off of there's just more to enjoy with a single person. Wink, wink. You know what I'm talking about. So despite me being Goji guy, Godzilla at second, Ultraman at first. Don't shoot me. There's literally thousands of more hours of content with Ultraman than there is with Godzilla. Now, granted, some of the shows suck, but there's just so much more with Ultraman. How much do you know about King Titan? A good amount. A good amount. I've actually that's what I've been editing today. I've gotten. I think I can pull it up. Hold on. I'm gonna open up CapCut. The video is about 17 minutes long. Yeah, I currently have about. Why are we tweaking? Yeah, here's where we're at currently. So, it is in the works. What I will say, that whole funny little meme thing I posted of like Goji guy with the speed ISO speed face, it's referring to King Titan. He's, I will say, very, very, very strong. Is a bit wank though. Over 100 viewers. Yeah, welcome in everybody. Welcome in. Welcome in. If you guys have Godzilla questions, like please don't ask versus stuff. But if you have questions like what's some random Godzilla abilities, or what's the most, like unknown Godzilla, like something like that, go for it. I love like a little random tidbit stuff. Dude, one thing I did at G-Fest, this little Godzilla Jeopardy, and the final Jeopardy question was, how many Alpha Titans are there? And I was like, well, this kind of interpretation. And the guy was like, well, we're going to go with my answer and say it's correct. And so he finished it up. I got it wrong. And then when we finished, right, and like some other people had left, which I'll cover in a sec because there's a whole thing with that. But I sat him down. I'm like, nah, you got a list. I explained to him all the actual Alpha Titans. Like, okay, yeah, you're right. But yeah. What's the most unknown Godzilla? Probably my goat. I love this Godzilla. It is such a funny concept. Let me make sure I don't have one where it's the girl with who's just like more or less naked. Make sure you don't have that. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, we're cool. Monster Warrior Godzilla. Bro, goated. Goated, bro. This guy has a sword, a jetpack, some armor. He fights in space and like travels through different universes. Bro, Monster Warrior is goated. Goated Godzilla, bro. I love this guy. He is awesome, dude. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he fights the Jaguar too. Bro, Monster Warrior is one of the coolest Godzillas, bro. Easily. It's just like Heisei Godzilla with a more Showa-like build and then sword. Peak, dude. Huh. It's all just verses. I'm having to like just not look at versus stuff. Godzilla Black Mass or Invasion of Godzilla, what you prefer more? I like Invasion's concept more. I think Black Mass. Let me make sure I'm thinking the right one here. Because Black Mass doesn't have a YouTube series, does he? I'm pretty sure it's just like, yeah, it's just like the Shin Godzilla concept art that somebody like redrew. Is there a story to him? I'm not quite sure. But I like the whole idea of like a virus that like infects everything. That's super cool, I think. It's just radiation, but radiation virus, if you will. How much was the thumbnail? Well, this wasn't a thumbnail. This is just something for me, just, because I just love these guys. Tom's art, all of his stuff, all of his commission fees are online. I got a slight deal because I've worked with him a couple times now, but I'm not going to say, or else you guys are going to yell at me. But no, worth every penny, though. Every penny, dude. Tom's art is easily the best Godzilla artist, bro. Followed very closely by my art team. What classic Godzilla kaiju would you like to see return in general in the Monsterverse and possibly Shin Godzillaverse? I've, besides my insane, love towards him, like, because I'm just biased, I just love him. Megalon would realistically work pretty well in the Monsterverse. You have underground, civilizations, the Iwi. Boom, give them a rival, the Seatopians. How did the holes from the hollow Earth get to the surface? If the Earth is trying to keep them separate, how the heck did giant tunnels get there? I don't know, a giant burrowing kaiju. I feel like there's plenty of stuff for Megalon to fit in very well. So, I think Megalon would work pretty well. Which one do you prefer, Ultraman Blazer or Ultraman Omega? I need to catch up on Omega. I'm very behind on that. I've only watched episode 1. I think we're at what, like episode like 7 now. Very behind. So how might Destroyer work in a Shin Godzilla verse? I don't know. I don't think they'd jump to Destroyer, at least anytime soon. Get more Death Angel videos. Yes, you are. There's one that's the thumbnail's been in the works for a while. I'm so excited to cover it. We do have another Death Angel video in the works. It'll be for a while. Probably like November. If you can connect the dots there on why it's coming out in November. Have to look at stuff coming out in November. But least creative kaiju design. I think all kaiju, they have interesting stuff. With that being said, though, what's that one Ultraman kaiju? That's literally just like, it's just has a tail and is brown. This guy. Not Gamora here, but this dude. That guy. His design's kind of boring. No hate against him, but little boring, if I do say so myself. Pearson Danton in season 2. What would you like to see in the new Toho Godzilla movie? I don't know. I think it'd be really cool is if we got a Godzilla film that takes place in like Viking era, or like pretty much just take Rage Across Time and just turn it into a film. Like, ancient Japan would be sick. Those there's so many kaiju like said it was like ancient deities, right? Like King Caesar. That'd be sick if we had like a King Caesar versus Godzilla film. That'd be awesome. That would be awesome. Because of the Ultima design. Design peak. Design is like a solid 10 out of 10. Abilities, very wacky. Love them. 10 out of 10. Everything, the show, I don't really ever plan to rewatch it. The show itself, unless you are a theoretical physicist, you're not going to understand what's going on, and that makes it kind of hard for viewers to really click with it. So the show itself's like a 5. So, but mm, 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 mm. People said that Shima could replace Anguirus in the Monsterverse. I mean, you can't replace him because he's not there yet. So no, you can't replace the OG. Monsterverse, bring us Anguirus. What is the worst Godzilla film? I think you meant to say film. Godzilla vs. Biollante. OG fans know I despise that film. I hate that movie and do not ever plan to rewatch it unless it's at G-Fest and my friend pays me like $20 to go watch it. Time out, Spencer. Spencer, I've already answered your question, brother. Pay attention, my guy. Don't spam. Take that back now. No, I stand by that. Every atom of me stands by that. If you watched any piece of Transformers media, watch Transformers 1. It's just not really been my thing. I don't know. I've watched Blazer in its entirety. Actually, no, besides the film. I've watched like half of the film. I've watched most of Arc, and that's really about it. But I've seen Rising. I need to watch Shin. I really need to watch Shin Ultraman soon. Or Violence in general. The movie. watched the entire arc show. Beat all the maps multiple times. Nice. Would be a good opponent to put up against Space Godzilla full power. You just need somebody that has good abilities against him. Who's the third best Godzilla art team / person? Besides my own artists, I probably have Bob Eggleton at second. Third, though. Third. Maybe on Instagram. That's tough. That is tough. I think if I could pick something really, really, really random, there's just one piece that is one of the coolest Godzilla pieces out there. Hold on. Space Godzilla versus Ultraman Blazar. This. I'm not sure he made it. There's a watermark that's just like 2 lines at the bottom. But this is a super cool piece right here. Whoever this guy is. 3rd place right there.
Look at that video. Looks dumb.
Go watch it, please. But it's 11 months till G-Fest. Oh god, I'm broke. I hate Godzilla Violante. It's just such a slow film. It's so boring. You know, it's a lot of like. What also I find funny is like a lot of Heisei era fans, not as in fans of like the Heisei era. I'm talking in fans that grew up during the Heisei era. They're like, oh, Godzilla 2014. Godzilla's barely in it. Have you seen versus Biollante? He doesn't appear until the last 6 minutes. No room to talk. None. Zero. Nada. It's just a film like that has a big flower in it, and then Godzilla appears and kills it, and then that's the whole film. So of the IDW comics that have come out from 2023, 2025, what's your favorite? For me, it'd be Dragons. That's tough. There's a lot. I really like Skate or Die issue 2. I think the series is kind of weird, but I just like it. I just love seeing Varon absolutely lay Godzilla out. Rage Across Time, I think volume 1 is when he kills the Pantheon. And speaking of IDW, actually, I've had them here at the house for a couple days now, and they're sitting on the floor of my room. I have issue 1 of both Godzilla and Escape the Dead Zone. If you guys haven't been keeping up and watching the shorts, this is the new Godzilla Reiwa era. So let me actually go ahead and give Godzilla a read. I have yet to even take him out of the folder thing. What's up, Madly? See how you can type in my stream? Yeah, it's crazy. All right. Issue 1. You can't see it, but issue 1 of Godzilla. Prologue. In 1945, the world changed. An unknown weapon tested. What? I can't read. An unknown weapon test awakened. I can't even see it either. Awakened a slumbering beast, charged with weird energy. What? Charged it with weird energies. All right, this is interesting. Oh my gosh! Next page is already peak. Okay. I'm not gonna read all this on stream, or else I'm just gonna be silent for like an hour because I'm a slow reader. So, but they look really good. I'm very excited, and I gotta get Starship as well. Godzilla, Escape the Dead Zone. But yeah, the Reiwa era stuff looks good. Payday next month falls on a Sunday. YouTubers when payday is delayed by 1 day. Nah, it's over. It's over for us. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. You hate on Godzilla versus Biollante when Godzilla All Monsters Attack exists. Yeah, I am. Because when it was cool, Godzilla's actually in All Monsters Attack. He's actually there. Biollante, not there. Chill attack on All Monsters Attack for real. It's not even that bad. It's not great, but it's not bad. What are your thoughts on Monster Island Buddies? Love that guy. Met him at my first G Fest. If you guys watched the 250K special video, it's him, Luminous, and Jobby the Hong. That are my 3 inspirations to start doing YouTube. So, 2 people that are requesting versus stuff in chat. I've said a few times, not answering any versus stuff. So, over here, yep. Ball joint, ball joint, ball joint, ball joint. What kaiju's the most wasted, aka died before use? Ooh, Bryan Cranston in G14. Bryan Cranston. No, well, Tiamat did get killed, but she's like not really dead anymore, so it's kind of weird. I don't know. I think I would say Ghidorah and Mechagodzilla. I don't know why they just kill off all the foes in the MonsterVerse rather than like let them get away or whatnot. My wife died here, and I have a right to know. Which Godzilla is the most underrated? We already covered this earlier. Monster Warrior Godzilla. Goated. Goated Godzilla. Ultraman Zero. I haven't watched that because I need to watch. There's a lot I need to watch. I need to watch Orb. I need to watch Geed. I started watching the first 2 episodes of Mebius because that's my birth year Ultra, so I gotta finish that up. But there's so many episodes of Mebius. Oh my gosh. But sorry, marketing. Well, here's the nice thing. I didn't know that because I was a wee little lad. I didn't know he was in the marketing stuff. I saw one trailer. I'm like, yep, this is gonna be my personality. But sorry, I was reading something. Who's more goated, Mechagodzilla or Space Godzilla? Ooh, I gotta go Mechagodzilla just because there's more of them. All right, don't yell at me. If it was like a specific version against a specific version on who's cooler, then Mechagodzilla. I mean, then Space Godzilla wins quite a few. But bro, nobody outdoes the OG. Show Mechagodzilla, the best Mechagodzilla. Fight me.
Bro forgot about Kiryu.
I didn't. Kiryu's second. Close third is I really like the design of the new one, the ride one. But third could honestly be thrown between the new ride one, Ready Player One, and Mecha 21. So couldn't Mecha be rebuilt? Yeah, he could, and I hope he is. Show Mechagodzilla's peak. He is, dude. I love my barrel. I love the giant robot barrel. I love him. Look, I'm not trying to say he's goated or anything, but Showa Mechagodzilla is the only suit still remaining from the Showa era. All I'm saying. Also, he's outlived a lot of the Heisei era suits. All I'm saying. Showa Mechagodzilla is still standing strong. What's up, Sam? Ooh, yes, I forgot. Yeah, poster version. Poster version might be. I think we did a list a while ago. Hold on. Tier list. Yeah, I think we went a while ago. Mechagodzilla. Pretty sure we filled this out. Oh, yeah, hold on. I forgot. Sorry. Showa Mechagodzilla is a close second to 1. And only 1. There's one Mechagodzilla that is the best, I dare say it, the best mecha design in fiction. If you guys haven't seen this before, brace yourself. It is the best figure of Godzilla ever made, and I need to buy it eventually, but it's like $1,000 online. The best Mechagodzilla design, easily. Shiryu. Shiryu is so peak. Dude, Shiryu is such a cool mech, bro. Oh my gosh, bro. Beauty. Shiryu is the best Mechagodzilla design ever, and it's not close. I'm sorry to my goat, Showa Mecha, but bro, Shiryu is goated. Shiryu is so goated, bro. Oh my gosh. Yo, Sam, you don't mind if I don't pay you for like 3 months, right? Appreciate it. Thanks. I need to buy the toy. Yeah, dude, Shiryu, bro. Shiryu's goated. Shiryu's so goated, bro. Crying inside. Stop. Yep. Power Scaling Dragon Ball? No, I'm never touching the Dragon Ball verse ever. If I miss a feat of Goku farting, I'm getting doxxed. So no, nope. No, not happening. So Shiryu is one of the only good clankers, I dare say. Ship worldwide. I mean, the Godzilla shop itself, but I feel like the best place you want to get like a good variety is Bai. Bai has super cool stuff. I would show off, like, I'm on Bai currently, and I would show off like Godzilla, right? Let me show off the first page if I can. But for some reason, I don't know it's selling stuff in Japan. It's expensive to ship here, but it's worth it. The cool stuff they have there. Let me make sure there's not any adult magazines, because sometimes there's like maybe like one Godzilla thing in an adult magazine there in Japan, and it's like, oh, let me just sell it there. And I would like to actually keep my channel. I think everything here looks appropriate. Yeah. So yeah, dude, they have such a wide range of stuff to pick from. They do not sponsor me, but love their stuff. They have these cool. Oh, that's a really cool pen. What? Yo, that's a sick pen. Hold up. Or pin. Sorry. Mothra and was it Daggera, right? Or is it no Dagara is the other thing. Yeah, I think it's Daggera. That's how you say it. I think I saw some DVD boxes. Yo, somebody's selling the novel. The prequel novel to Earth. Yep, the DVD, bro. DVD boxes are goated. They have so much good info in them. Is that Destroyer? Ooh, Destroyer Monsters. I might have to pick that up. Low key. Also, the best part is you can do. So let's say you want to buy a lot of stuff from Bayou, right? Rather than buying, here's what happens: you buy it from the seller. They send it to a Bayou warehouse. If you're insane or just really rich, you can ship them all individually. Don't do that. Once, let's say you buy like 3 things, right? Over a span of like a week and a half, they'll all arrive to the warehouse, and you can do package consolidation, where rather than shipping each of them internationally independently, they put it all in one box, which saves you like $100-something, or just depending on what you're buying, of course. So if you're gonna buy a lot of stuff, put it all into package consolidation, and it'll ship it all in one big box. So I know they sponsor MIB. I look, you gotta be like, yo, bye. Can I can I have free stuff? Please, 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 please. Let me see if I can show off let me see if I can show off page 2, make sure everything's appropriate. Looks appropriate. Looks appropriate. Looks appropriate. Yep. 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 And also, you can get stuff there for pretty cheap from at least like what you'd find here in the U.S. because it's shipping from Japan. Yeah, but check out Bai. It's goaded. Ooh, wait, what is this? Huh. Mm-hmm. What's up, Stacy? Welcome in. Favorite Gamera monster? Probably Gauss. I love Gauss. So, watch paint dry or Godzilla Biollante. Paint easily. I'd easily rather watch paint dry. Not even close. Thoughts on Gamora? That's the thing we just showed off earlier, right? With the horns on the side of his head. It's a cool kaiju from Ultraman. Yeah, I like him. I'm more of a Ellie King kind of guy, but Gamora's cool. Have you seen Gurren Lagann? I have not. No. Oh yeah, the background here isn't for a video. It's just a commission I just had for myself. Me when alien protects all people. Bum, 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 bum. Yeah, dude, peak. Love this drawing. What thoughts on Primitive War? I have not seen it yet. I'll probably go watch it like Wednesday. I was gonna watch it Saturday, or what was it? Monday? Nope, Sunday. Yep, Sunday. But then the whole
Death battle.
so I had to watch that. So, thoughts on Superman movie? It means something to me. It was peak, absolute peak, bro. It wasn't even that good, bro. It wasn't even that good. No, no, no. Wasn't no. No, 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 no. Wasn't even that good, bro. No, it was peak, bro. Find a little list we can do real quick. I don't know what any of this is saying. F D C B A. I mean S A B C D. All right. Fight me. I'm sorry, dude. The Heisei Mechagodzilla's chopped. Sorry, not sorry. Mecha 21. He's okay. B tier, I'd say. Oh. Peak. Kiryu? Ooh. Ooh. Will I get executed? Okay, hold on. There we go. She's gonna punch pretty gas. Pretty player 1. I low-key really like this design. I do. Fight me. Ooh, Cyber. Cyber's goated. Top of S tier. Cyberzilla's goated. Samurai good dude. Cyber Goji's awesome. We love Cyber Goji. Is it Kiryu or Kuryu? It's Kiryu. Above Heisei Mechagodzilla. It's in terms of design, bud. Thoughts on Amulek from Monsterverse comic? Peak! Amulek is probably one of the Monsterverse's coolest kaiju, and I really, really, really hope we get to see him in live action, bro. If I see Amulek in Supernova, I don't care if I'm in a theater full of randoms. I will be screaming like a little girl. I will be, yeah! Ah! I'll be losing my mind, dude. I love Amulek. You got Superman and Ultraman. Yo, what about Spectre Man, bro? What about Spectre Man? What do you mean Superman and Ultraman? Yo, are you blind? What about Spectre Man? These fake fans, bro. These fake fans. Tom's art though on Instagram. Tom's art. I don't know. He's goated. Thoughts on Camazotz? Goated kaiju as well. Very cool kaiju, and I know many kaiju. I know many. And let me tell you, he's a great kaiju. I've talked to him a lot. Great guy. Great kaiju. Thoughts on Bazanga? I love Bazanga. Bazinga. Bazanga from Ultraman Blazar, episode 1. Appears in Ultraman Arc, episode like 13 or something. I don't know. When the collaboration. Bazanga's a great kaiju, great design. I do have the Bandai Ultimate figure of him. He's a very cool guy. Unfortunate death. So, Nikki Kagachi is cool. He is cool. Nikki Kagachi is awesome, bro. One of the best in the entire. I also am a big fan of Gabolga. Here, I'll tell you all the figures I have Blazar wise. I have 2 SH figure art Earth Garons. I got one from Beast and one from a friend at G Fest. I have Blazar himself, SH figure arts. I have the Blazar with the spear because I got that with the Bazanga G something. It's not Bazanga. Gabolga. It's the orange Gabolga that appears with the big tentacles. I have it's like the Bandai Ultimate one. I have Nikigagachi, Gabolga, Bazanga, and Taganular all in the Bandai Ultimate high-end thing. And then I have a little, I don't think it's the same Ultimate line, but I have Gatos as well. The uneducated Godzilla fans are like, what the world's he saying? Guys, if you like Monster vs. Godzilla, go watch Ultraman Blazar. It's peak. You will love it, I promise. Thoughts on Methuselah? Also goated. Love the big tree. Or big mountain. Is Red Man? That's the zero budget one, yeah? Hold on. Yeah. He was supposed to originally be Ultraman. You know what? I trust Red Man. I trust his instincts. He is a brutal combatant. He just kills any kaiju he sees, dude. Everyone's like, Godzilla versus Ultraman. It's like, yeah, there's a reason they don't do Godzilla versus Red Man, because Red Man would kill him. He would kill him. Red Man is vicious, bro. Dude, Red Man hates kaiju, bro. Hates them. Hard H, bro. Does not matter who you are, bro. He despises kaiju. Is he racist to kaiju? Yeah. Yeah. Bro, Red Man, it doesn't matter who you put in front of him, bro. He's killing him. If you put Void, if you put Destroya, dude, heck, if you put Grand King Ghidorah, you guys know how powerful I think he is. Red Man is killing them. Not because he's strong, but because he hates them, dude. He will kill them out of just sheer hatred. Yeah. Kill your goat, Baragon. He would. Yeah. No, he would. Red Man, I'm not even gonna be like, oh, Baragon slams. No, dude. Red Man would go in there and just kill him. You could just kill him, bro. He's a demon, dude. He is a demon. We watch one Blazar. It's fully on YouTube. Super Raya has both a English and original Japanese channels, and Blazar is entirely in English and subtitle as well here on YouTube. So go give it a watch. It's peak. I'll probably do a Blazar video again soon. I've been thinking about putting Monster vs. Godzilla into the Blazar universe. See how he holds up. He's not getting far. Bramble destroys. He probably wouldn't care for Bramblebore. He's he's just like a pig. So let me actually hold on. Let me call a buddy real quick. I want to see what he thinks. Opinion on Behemoth. I only write the what ifs just to kill him. No, Behemoth is cool. Overkill for MV. MV died. Yeah. Get him past Bazonga. I think Monsters could count the very early Blazar stuff. Because, like, you know, the whole Blazar thing, if you want a high wank monster, you can get him to, like, black hole level stuff as well. But once you start getting, like, you know, to the characters, like, you know, took more than just normal Ultraman, took, like, his special abilities or, you know, amp state, he's dead. GG's. Raps. Gatos mid diffs. My goat, bro. Big fish. Gatos is awesome, bro. Could the original Ultraman beat Godzilla Earth? Yes. Yeah. Oh my gosh. As a Showa Ultraman, yes. Eviscerates. Blazar beats Evolve Goji. Yeah. Dude, somebody, hold on. Somebody made a really cool edit from some audio. That was from one of my videos. Hold up. You're all I can think of. Here it is. Actually, hold on. It might be copyrighted. But go give it a watch here. I'll open it and then. It is. But go check it out. It's a goated edit. Here's the guy's username. This one right here. Here's about making your own kaiju. I have many times. Bro, these fake fans! They don't watch the what ifs. Please watch them. They cost so much money to make. I don't think a single what if on the channel has costed less than $500. I'm pretty sure each of them have passed that mark. They are expensive. Animations, voice actors, modelers, artists, sometimes editors, music production. They take so much time. Speaking of what ifs, though, September, do expect a what if. I should have a what if at least starting September. Astragon vs. Brown Boy. All right, bro. Astragon got that. Come on. Do you remember Ultimate Respect Man? I'm not gonna answer that. They're all my goats. I'm not ever going to even consider that fight. Literally, when somebody asks me a versus question, my brain immediately picks the winner. Saying that, my brain just literally I can't even think of who would win. It just blocks it. There's no winner. They're my goats. I'm not gonna say who wins. How strong is the weakest Ultraman? I'd say the weakest is probably Rising. I mean, he's still like tanked an explosion that was gonna, like, you know, level a good chunk of Tokyo. I mean, tank it. He got a broken arm, but yeah, yeah. So, Leisure Ultraman. Ooh, Ultraman 80s design's kind of rough. I also hate Ultra Boy with a passion, bro. I hate Ultra Boy. He makes me mad. Ultra's weak. He's not the weakest. I mean, the fact that he was like in the proximity of Belial when he was leveling all the other Ultras, that immediately puts him higher than Ryzen. Would Redman be a good Ultraman villain? I mean, Ultraman is the same way. He kills kaiju, or at least defeats them. I feel like Ultraman, he wouldn't like what Redman does, but he wouldn't really be opposed to it either. You know, I don't think you would like fight him, but maybe if you like kill like a good kaiju. I know, like I think Blazar, for example, like he would swing hands on Redman, like if he killed the like little baby Godzilla looking thing in that one episode. Yeah, it depends on like if it's like a kaiju that's not like inherently bad, it's like trying to live. Like Lord Dorgo, for example, right? If Redman just went to kill him, right, and Dorgo did nothing wrong, then yeah, sure, an Ultraman would be like, whoa, he'd like intervene, and then if Redman tries to push him, Ultraman and Redman will fight. Yeah, some good Godzilla figures. If you want like more recent, if you want rare stuff, buy. If you want more recent stuff, Beast of the East collectibles. Like I get the whole stigma around me promoting them. It's like, oh, you're just saying that because they give you money. It's like I bought from them far before they ever sponsored my channel, and they just have such a huge selection of stuff to pick from. They don't sponsor streams. They're not paying me to say any of this. They're just, I mean, they genuinely are just the best site because here, I swear the GFest vlog will come eventually. They get their stuff from Bandai directly in bulk. So they can sell it for almost, if not the exact same price that you would buy it from Bandai from. Not to mention, you can then put discounts on it, right? Like Goji Guy 5. I don't get money from that. I don't get money from you using my code. That's literally them just being like, hey, you can literally buy our figure for less than the actual production maker. Like, I promote them because they genuinely are the best when it comes to selling. And I truthfully don't know how they're not out of business, given literally you can buy it for cheaper than the actual producer itself. So I mean, they just have such a huge range of stuff. I'm gonna ask for this because that is a beauty. Look at him. Ah, I love him. Sorry. No, I'm not. Burning Edge is awesome. So yeah, literally, beastofttheeastcollectibles.com. I promote them all the time. They send me figures. It's like, I mean, yeah, it's like I'm kind of obligated to promote them when they send me something, of course. But the reason they're always on my channel is because I reach out to them because they are the best when it comes to buying stuff. I'm telling you, there's no other site. I'm sorry to other. That's not me trying to say like other brands like trying to scam you or anything, but Big Bad Toy Store, Amazon, stuff like that. You're not gonna beat the prices on Beast. You're not. You just won't. Welcome in, Jess. Peter and Gearus, goated kaiju. Thank you, Jess. Have you heard of Dragon Wars? I have not. Can Superman beat Godzilla? Depends on which version, but I'd say, yeah, the average Superman. Thoughts on Gigantron? Goated. Dude, let me pull up Instagram. Seismic? Dude, they teamed up with, Dope Pope. And, bro, their Gigantron figure looks so good, bro. I'm gonna have to reach out and be like, yo, trying to sponsor a video. Bro, Dope Pope, his work is amazing. Their Gigantron figure is incredible, bro. Look at that, dude. They had a prototype of it at G-Fest. Got to hold it. Firstly, it's huge. And, dude, it's so high quality. They really put a lot of effort into their figures. Spectre Man. Do they still have it on their site? Hold on. Wow, it's a flashbang. Fly me to the moon. Let me sing among the stars. Let me see what spring is like on Jupiter and Mars. In other words, please be true. In other words. Hey, Mercury with the 5. Thank you, man. If you can make your own Monsterverse, but are also able to include kaiju from Gamera and Ultraman and other stuff, what would your roster look like? Okay. let's just say 3 from each. I would like to bring in. I think Gauss would be a really interesting thing. I feel like Gauss could be a good replacement for skull crawlers. And Iris as well. Actually, okay, cut that. Cut out Iris. I'm gonna replace the other 2 Gamma ones with 2 Spectrum ones. Magnetudon and either Gokinosaurus or Nezubirdon. I'm gonna lean towards Nezubirdon. Ultraman stuff. Nikki Gagachi would be really cool. It's just like a eviler version of Monsterverse Ghidorah. Red King, I think. I mean, you gotta have an OG in there of some sort. I think Red King really funny. And Savenger. I think Savenger would be really cool to add as a mech. So I think that'd be my roster. Thank you, Merc with the 5. That's awesome. That was a great question. Stream Among Us. We do it in the server sometimes. The issue with Stream Among Us is like, it's because a lot of you guys join, right? So if I'm an imposter, I get voted out instantly because everybody knows. If I'm crewmate, they know I'm not imposter. I never get accused. And then if I die, then everybody knows who imposter is. So it's just kind of difficult to stream Among Us. But anyways, I want to think about it, donate real quick because we're gonna end stream here in just a moment because I'm gonna get back to editing the Arc King Titan thing. I might. Maybe not tonight, but tomorrow I will do a member stream where I will be streaming the editing of the Arc Titan in the Monsterverse video. So if you guys want to watch that video come together, consider joining the channel. $1 a month. Thank you, Zay with the 2, John with the 2, Spike with the 5, Maddie with the 2, and Murky with the 5. Thank you, guys. I really appreciate you guys. But yeah, this month has been a crazy month for the channel. I would say personally, I think we've gotten 4 banger videos out covering a wide range, and we should be able to get 1 more out this month. And next month, same thing, dude. We got some good videos planned. You've seen a little bit of teasers there, and I think we've had a goated month so far. Shin versus Monsterverse, K-pop versus Godzilla, Reiner and Rathalos, and How to Train Your Dragon. And so Arc King Titan the Monsterverse should be out soon. So thank you all for stopping by, and as always, keep collecting. Goji Guy out.